So, hello student. In previous class, we have studied IUPAC naming, how to write the IUPAC name of alcohols, phenols, and ethers. Okay. So already we have discussed in the previous class. Okay. So now we are going to discuss classification of alcohols and phenol even also. Okay. So now classification of alcohols on the basis of number of OH. It is various types. So first is a monohydric alcohol. What do you mean by monohydric alcohol? Means having only one alcoholic group, one OH group. Okay. And that is already we have discussed, that is alcohol ROH. Okay. In which R may be on the basis of degree of carbon, the alcohol can be classified into primary alcohol, secondary alcohol, and tertiary alcohol. All of you already aware about this. What do you mean by primary alcohol? Means OH group attached to 1 degree carbon, OH attached to 2 degree carbon, and if OH attached to 3 degree carbon, that is tertiary alcohol. Okay. So this is primary carbon, this is secondary carbon, this is tertiary carbon. Okay. So this is whole chapter. We'll discuss this also, the preparation and properties. Now, what do you mean by dihydric alcohol? Means the compound having two OH group like this. Okay, you can see. Okay, what is the name of this compound? Basically, we can say this is CS2, this is CS2. So this is called vicinal diol. What do you mean by vicinal diol? Already you know, that is alcoholic group present at two adjacent carbon. Okay, can you tell me its IUPAC name? Yes. So the IUPAC name of this compound is what? Ethane 1,2-diol. And the common name of this compound is ethylene glycol. Okay. Where is the use of ethylene glycol? It is used in car as an antifreeze. Okay. Now this is vicinal diol. Can now the question arises in your mind, ki man, is it possible gem diol? So I will tell the gem diol is unstable. And this is the reason when any reaction occur and when two alcoholic groups are coming in the same carbon, that is not stable, and hence there is a loss of water molecule. So there is a H and OH, there is a release of water molecule, and hence the gem diol convert into carbonyl compound. Okay. So whenever you write the reaction, whenever you're getting the two or more than two alcohols at the same carbon, that loss of water molecule occur. Now, what do you mean by trihydric alcohol? This is very much clear कि when the three alcoholic group is present like this, OH, OH, and OH. So if there is a presence of three alcoholic group, that is the first carbon, second carbon, third carbon, and all, or we can say CH2, CH, CH2. This is called, what is the IUPAC name of this compound? Yes, propane 1,2,3 triol, or its common name is called glycerol or glycerine, which we use in the form of glycerine. Okay. So, and more than three, that is, we cannot say tetra, it can be called as a polyhedral alcohol, polyhedra alcohol. Okay. So these are the types of alcohols on the basis of number of OH group. Now phenol, come to the phenol also. In phenol, if OH1 alcoholic group is present, that is called phenol. This is called, what is the name of this? This is ortho position, this is meta position, this is para position. So this is called benzene 1,2-diol, benzene 1,3-diol, benzene 1,4-diol. And the common name of all these three compounds are 1,2 is called catechol, 1,3 is called resorcinol, and this is called hydroquinone. So common name, just you have to remember it whenever any question coming in a competitive exam. What is resorcinol, or what happens when resorcinol reacts with bromine water? Then you should know what is the structure of resorcinol. Okay. Now, one more example I have taken, that is not the polyhydric phenol, that is only phenol, is actually it is phenol. So if we keep CS3 group at second position, so ortho position, meta position, and para position. The IUPAC name easily you can write 2-methyl phenol, 3-methyl phenol, 4-methyl phenol. But the common name of this compound is cresol. It is orthocresol, metacresol, and paracresol. Right? Okay. Now the next topic, that is a structure of alcohols, phenols, and ethers. In this, what we'll discuss? Okay. So now in this, you can see the structure of all three. This is alcohol, this is phenol, this is ether. In all cases, what you're observing, there is a two bond pairs and two lone pairs. Here is also two bond pair, two lone pairs. Two bond pairs, two lone pairs. So in all cases, you are seeing there is a two bond pairs and two lone pairs. Means the total electron pairs are same, that is 4. And all of you know, according to Whisper theory and hybridization, what is the shape of 4, that is tetrahedral, and what is the hybridization? sp3. So all are sp3 hybridized and having tetrahedral geometry, but the shape is bent shape due to lone pairs, two bond pair, two lone pair, shape is bent shape. Okay, now we'll discuss about the angle. What is the angle of tetrahedral? Yes. What is the expected or theoretical angle of tetrahedral is 109.5 degree. Okay. So what do you think? In all cases, the bond angle should be 109.5 degree, but it is not, because according to Vesper theory, the lone pairs are present, and you know the lone pair repulsion occur in all cases. As you know, the lone pair repulsion is greater than lone pair than bond pair bond pair. So now you can see in alcohol two lone pairs, so lone pair repulsion occur. In phenol also two lone pairs of lone pair repulsion occur, which is greater than lone pair bond pair and bond pair. And so this is the reason in both cases you can see the bond angles are slightly lesser than theoretical tetrahedral angle. That means it is 108.9 degree, it is 109 degree. So alcohol and phenol COH bond angle lesser than tetrahedral angle due to lone pair repulsion. Clear? Okay. Come to the ether. In ether, you can ask, ma'am, why you have written the bond angle larger than tetrahedral angle? While you have just told where is a lone pair repulsion occur, the bond angle decreases. But in this case, the bond angle is not decreases, the bond angle increases. So the reason will be different, because in this case, what you're observing in previous two cases, in alcohol, hydrogen is there. In phenol, hydrogen is there. Means in both cases, only one bulkier group is there. But in case of ether, instead of hydrogen, alkyl group is present. So there is a two alkyl groups present, and you know these two alkyl groups are bulkier group, and wherever the bulkier group, the steric hindrance occur, and due to steric hindrance, the steric repulsion occur, and wherever the repulsion occur, bond angle increases. So what we can say, you can see this question, in ether the COC bond angle larger than tetrahedral angle. This is because of the repulsion interaction occur between two bulkier R group. So due to two alkyl groups, the repulsion occur and bond angle increases in spite of decreases. So bond angle is 111.7 degree. Clear? Okay. Now the next question is, now the next point of this structure, we come to the bond length. Now you can see the bond length of RO, that is CO bond length. In this case, CO bond length is what? 142 picometer. In case of ether, CO bond length, 141 picometer. Means approximately similar. But when we go for the phenol, what is the bond? CO bond length is coming 136. Means this bond length is shorter than ether CO and alcohol CO bond length. So question arises, why in phenol CO bond length is shorter than alcohol and ether CO bond length? Because alcohol CO bond length is 142, ether is 141, while phenol 136, so shorter. So where is the bond length is shorter, we think about that the bond will be different. The single bond length is larger and double bond length is shorter. So obviously phenol is the aromatic compound, and wherever the aromatic compound, immediately the one answer comes, that is the resonance. So what you can write the answer? Yes. So the phenol CO bond length is shorter than alcohol and ether CO bond length due to partial double bond character, and that is because of resonance. So phenol shows resonance, and due to resonance the double bond character rises, that is a partial double bond character rises, and double bond is shorter than single bond length. Is it clear? Should I show this one once again? This phenol is, you can see over here, or what I'm saying means, in case of phenol, you know this is organic, this is aromatic, sorry, and wherever the aromatic there is a resonance, and due to resonance whatever you observe, so what is there, the single bond or double bond? Yes, of course. So the double bond character arises like this, okay, and this, due to this double bond length, the bond length become shorter. I hope it is clear. Okay, so the next topic we'll discuss in the next class. Okay, so revise it.